How you doing, Southern Alberta? This is the Stormbringer bringing you the PZW Match of the Week on Shaw Television. Travis Copeland versus JR Trinidad from WrestleBash. Tom, an unbelievable rivalry unfolding between these two competitors. I'm going to get away from the action here for a minute, Tom, and I want to talk about the backstory. Travis Copeland was brought into professional wrestling by yours truly, myself, Tom. Travis Copeland has been trained by myself, the Stormbringer, at the PZW Power Shop. Travis Copeland is from Fort McLeod, Alberta, Tom. His whole life, Travis dreamed of being a professional wrestler. Power Zone Wrestling came along. Travis contacted us, began his training, and from day one, Tom, I have been a gigantic fan of Travis Copeland. Unbelievable heart, unbelievable desire to be the best that he can be within professional wrestling. JR Trinidad, on the other hand, Tom, is a very, very troubled individual. JR Trinidad, some of you may recall him being with Power Zone Wrestling early in 2007. Here's the deal, Tom. JR Trinidad is from Puerto Rico. JR Trinidad's wrestling career did not go the way he had hoped and anticipated. JR Trinidad then got involved in some extracurricular activity. He started selling some of the homegrown substances of Puerto Rico, if you will. JR Trinidad would get on a boat, he would make his way to the Florida coastline, and he would drop off his homegrown product, if you know what I mean, Tom. JR Trinidad has been caught. In the process of being caught and in the process of being charged by the United States on dropping off these homegrown products on the Florida coast, JR Trinidad fled to Canada. We were not aware at Power Zone Wrestling of JR Trinidad's past. He wanted to come wrestle with us again. We knew he was very different. We knew that he was a lot, shall we say, a lot more difficult to deal with, Tom, than he had been in the past. Something had changed. JR Trinidad came up to Canada with the hope that the United States would not know he was here. Tom, they found out. So not only was he competing at WrestleBash in one of the biggest matches of his career, and definitely one of the biggest matches of Travis Copeland's career, JR Trinidad knew going into this match, this was his final match with Power Zone Wrestling, his final match in Canada, and possibly his final match as a free man, as he was going to become apprehended in the locker room by U.S. Customs officials and sent back to the United States for trial. JR Trinidad versus Travis Copeland. An unbelievable backstory on this matchup, Tom. I have to admit, the commissioner and myself were both very embarrassed by having JR Trinidad compete with us. We had no idea where Trinidad's life was headed, and by no way did we want this to reflect PZW in any way. Travis Copeland, oh, the block by Trinidad. You could see Copeland going for the crossbody. Trinidad, the block, the pin. You know, Travis almost had his left shoulder up there, Tom. I don't know if Ref Julian should have been counting there, but it was a judgment call. Travis now needing to have kicked out to avoid the loss to Trinidad. Travis Copeland is yet to win a match with Power Zone Wrestling. Now the setup, the roll through, an unbelievable counter by Trinidad, blocking. There it is, now goes for the pin. Copeland now, you could see the counter by Trinidad, Tom. He tried to block the crossbody, but Travis Copeland was still able to nail some offense. Copeland now heading up to the top rope. Copeland is turning into a bit of a high flyer, Tom. Unbelievable athletics. Goes for the, oh my goodness. Goes for the Tom. Goes for the frog splash. JR Trinidad gets up the boot. He drops ahead. Copeland now set up. Unbelievable. Look at the momentum. The head of Copeland bouncing off the ring. Copeland kicks out. Tom, I want to make a quick reminder to our fans. January the 9th, triple threat right here at Lethbridge. the heavyweight championship. Brady Roberts, myself, the bringer, Adrian Walls, former WWE superstar Lance Storm is the guest referee. The leapfrog by Copeland. Look at the spear! Look at the spear by Copeland. Unbelievable counter. The pin. And JR Trinidad gets to the bottom rope. Tom, some unbelievable wrestling out of Travis Copeland and JR Trinidad. Copeland now waiting on Trinidad. Trinidad coming up. What could he be walking into? Copeland now sets up an angle slam. No, the counter by Trinidad. Trinidad, a kick to the boot, sets him up. What's he setting up for? He's got Copeland in the air, the stronger and larger of the two. Look at that move. Absolutely devastating to the shoulder and neck area of Copeland. The kick out once again by Travis Copeland. JR Trinidad is obviously frustrated. He is now going over towards the corner. What is he grabbing at, Tom? That's that bag of white powder, Tom. That is that homegrown product from Puerto Rico that we were talking about, Tom. That bag of white powder. I don't know what's in that thing, Tom, but it makes JR Trinidad crazy, as you can see. And boom! Travis Copeland nails Trinidad. The powder goes into Trinidad's eyes, up his nose, in his mouth. Unbelievable, Tom. Travis Copeland with the angle slam going up to the top rope. What is Copeland setting up for? Could this be the break he was looking for, Tom? Here he comes. Copeland flies. The frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Tom, Travis Copeland just won his first professional wrestling match. Listen to the audience. Unbelievable, Tom. Travis Copeland has won his first match.